1,000. 200. 100. 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another flight sim video. We're going to be taking this Air France 777 from Atlanta to Paris. We have about an 8-hour flight ahead of us, and we have 3,800 nautical miles of range for today. So yeah, we are going to get this plane started, and we are going to enjoy this beautiful flight. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and, well, pushback is about to start in a couple seconds, but while we do that, we're gonna finish up our checklist and then we'll be able to get started. Now, pushback tug, the the pushback pro is not necessarily working well, so It's gonna be a weird pushback, so I do apologize for it. But we're gonna go ahead and start engine number 1 after we turn on hydraulics and our fuel pumps, and we get to listen to the G90 start up. All right, we are ready to head on our way to Paris, and as y'all know, we were departing at night. This is one of my favorite times actually to depart, during the nighttime. And actually, one more thing I forgot to mention: I am a little sick. I'm not sure if y'all noticed my voice is a little bit deeper than before, but yeah, I got a little bit of a sinus infection, but we'll be all right though. It won't stop us from creating videos, amazing videos at that. And while I was setting up the FMC, I noticed a Condor A320 is just sitting here. I'm like, well, what is that doing here? Condor doesn't even fly to Atlanta, as far as I know. Well, I mean, it's cool though. As long as he's not in our way, we'll be just fine. Yeah, we're gonna be taxiing to runway 27 right, the runway that we came in from Paris and landed on. So yeah, we're gonna take off on that same runway. But oh my gosh, look at that. You know, I really like this airport. It's actually pretty cool. I've been to this airport many times in real life. I do got pictures. I do got videos. This is like one of my top favorite airport in the entire world. But if you guys enjoy me departing from Atlanta, let me know and I'll do it again. I'll do it a few more times if y'all want me to, or land here. Just let me know. But as y'all can see, we are now approaching 27 right. We'll begin our takeoff, and well, the skies is ours.
Airspeed alive. knots.
let's look over to the left. As you can see, Atlanta is just over there. I chose this departure intentionally so y'all can see it, and also that I can see it. But that is pretty cool. That's one thing I like about departing, and in real life. Like, I've been on planes many times, and like anytime we depart and I get a whole airport view or a city view, it's amazing. Okay, so what happened was, okay, so I fell asleep, right? It was like 11, 12 a.m., 12 a.m. at night. I fell asleep, and the flight just kept going. But then I woke up at like around like 9 or 10, and then like I was like 3-4 hours into the flight because the Xbox it just shuts off when I leave it idle. And I continued the flight. I continued to fast forward, and I wasn't paying attention to my game, and I missed the top of descent. And now I put myself in a holding pattern so I can descend down to Paris and finish the flight. So that's totally on me. I wasn't paying attention, but I thought, man, now I gotta like, I can't do this video no more. But then I realized, let's put myself in a holding pattern and let's finish this flight. So sorry about that, guys. It won't happen again. Yeah, that's totally on me. Well, after a boring descent, I was able to descend down to 5,000 feet in my holding pattern, and now I can continue to Paris, well, the airport. So yeah, that was like one of the biggest mistakes I made in this game. Doing that was yeah, I think it's like the fact that I'm so used to like doing like long haul flights. So it's like, man, I'm just gonna leave the game up because I'm not gonna be there for like another couple hours. So yeah. But it won't happen again, though. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and make our way over to Paris, and then we're never gonna speak about this again. Okay, let's put this behind us. As we can't change the past, and we'll be all right.
$2,500. $1,000.
Alright, my plane now. The crosswind is a little rough, but it's nothing that we can't handle here. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and manually fly into the Paris, and well, let's hope we arrive safely here, because man, because let me tell you, the wind, bro, shoot, that wind just be tearing me up sometimes. But let's just see how well I do on this one.
Five hundred. 400. 300. 200. 100. 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to beautiful Paris, France. I hope you guys enjoy your stay, and to also do everything you have on your bucket list, you know? Now, when you come to a place like this, you gotta have a bucket list. You gotta have a list of things that you want to do. You gotta achieve them all. You know what I'm saying? This is why I said that. So let's go ahead and clean up the aircraft, as in, like, you know, retract the spoilers and the speed brakes. And our gate is just over here. We're gonna go ahead and park over here. Well, this is a really successful flight. We did have some little accidents, but you know, we'll be all right. All right, we are now at our gate, and it's now time to shut down the aircraft. We're gonna go ahead and connect the ground power unit, since I forgot to turn on the APU, and it just takes a bit longer to for the APU to start up. So we're just gonna turn this on. And then, who is screaming? What I hear screaming. Like, I'm sorry, I think it's someone in my neighborhood. I just hear screaming. What the? I'm not sure if the mic picked that up, but bro, what the? You got my window open, so it's like, bro, what the? Yeah, but this will be the end of the flight. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be doing another one like this, soon, and I'll see you guys in our next one.